Vikings general manager Rick Spielman, fantastic on my SiriusXM radio show today, and it certainly went noted. He gave the old right now when talking about Kirk Cousins as the Minnesota Vikings starting quarterback. And look, that's the same right now the Rams gave Jared Goff. Spielman knows that the Vikings are going to start Kirk Cousins this year, and they should. And I think at any point, week to week, Kirk Cousins shifts and rotates from the 7th best to the 16th best quarterback in the NFL. He's in the upper half, without question, of the NFL. But is he truly elite? No. Drafting Kellen Mond was not an accident, and Spielman really values third-round picks, and he has been superb, excellent, finding gems in the 3rd and 4th round to help the team. And you guys know I love Kellen Mond. He was my QB6 after the Big Five in this draft. He has a ton of big game experience, a big-time arm. Mond is brilliant, a great leader, great athlete, and you can absolutely, without question, see Kellen Mond being the Minnesota Vikings quarterback in 2022. Now, Spielman didn't exactly shoot down an ESPN report that he tried to trade up for Justin Fields. Now, what he did with me on my SiriusXM radio show, he talked about how if a player ranked high on a board drops a bid, they make calls. And to take away from Fields, he cited Sewell as an example, but he certainly didn't deny the ESPN report. Spielman is a very bright general manager. The Minnesota Vikings first-round pick, Christian Darrisaw, was excellent, and that trade back was phenomenal, and Spielman still got his guy. His track record in the draft is sensational. This is why it is crystal clear, as Minnesota tries to retool and win at the same time, that right now, for Kirk Cousins, solely means this year. Wouldn't surprise me or Lizzo at all if there was a new man under center for the Minnesota Vikings next season. The betting market is unsettled on Aaron Rodgers' next team, but under the umbrella that Vegas always knows, you have to believe there's a very realistic chance that Aaron Rodgers has thrown his last pass in a Packer uniform. You know I believe that. And the Broncos and the Raiders have to be licking their chops. Aaron Rodgers is rightly digging in. His run in Green Bay ended the second Brian Gutekunst inexplicably traded up for Jordan Love in 2020. It was supposed to end, according to the Packers and Goonies' master plan, after the 2021 season. Rodgers, this offseason, wanted a new contract to ensure he was the man after this upcoming season. Not crazy, after the most talented quarterback ever won an MVP, but Goonies said no. And that's because he's dug in. Goonie made the decision to move on from Aaron Rodgers, and now Rodgers is smartly trying to control the timeline and sadly control the inevitable, because it's over. It's over in Green Bay. Rodgers should want it to be over in Green Bay, and Davante Adams knows it's over in Green Bay. I mean, we all see it. You either pay and extend Rodgers, trade Jordan Love, or fire Goody, and the Packers won't do any of the above. Now, with Jordan Love, the Packers don't have to get a quarterback back in return for Aaron Rodgers when Rodgers rightly forced a trade after June 1st. He's digging in for all the right reasons. Now, if you're Denver, right, think Bradley Chubb and the Broncos' next 3 first-round picks. Think Henry Ruggs and the Raiders' next 3 first-round picks. The Giants should get involved, the Cleveland Browns too. And the idea of Rodgers on the Denver Broncos makes so much sense. A ton of young talent on that team. Think about it. Imagine Aaron Rodgers throwing it to Jerry Jeudy or Noah Fant. And sure, there are some Twitter tough guys and voices from the grave ripping Aaron Rodgers. Remember, when it's all said and done, to use the kindergarten approach. The Packers started it. Rodgers offered a solution. Green Bay said no. Rodgers holds a grudge with the best of them. It's over in Green Bay. Denver and the Raiders should offer the worlds. And they will. Just ask Davante Adams. My guy, Russell Westbrook. with an absurdly amazing, incredible, absolutely sensational stat line from last night. 14 points, 21 rebounds, 24 assists. His 32nd triple-double this season. Is Russ the most underappreciated star in NBA history? Let's talk this out. The answer is yes. I'm a big fan of the what-ifs in sports, and go back to the Western Conference Finals in 2016, a series that literally changed history. Russ and OKC and Kevin Durant up 3-1 on Golden State. Clay, Game 6, shoots the lights out. Russ doesn't get to the finals against Cleveland. I will always and forever believe, and we said it in Moment on Time to Shine, they absolutely would have won in OKC a championship that year, would have changed everything. How Westbrook is perceived, Durant would have never left and never would have went to Golden State, never would have gone to Golden State. And Russ would have his championship and I wouldn't have to defend him. It drives me nuts that people get on Russ. Russ is a team player. Russ is a superstar. Now, Scotty Brooks said last night that he was the second best point guard in NBA history behind Magic Johnson. I don't think that's the case, but he's on the Mount Rushmore. And a triple-double is an unbelievable stat. I mean, I don't want to hear that he's selfish when, you see him crash the boards like no other and hand out double-digit assists. Russell Westbrook is going to average a triple-double again. This guy is unbelievable. He's one of my favorite players in NBA history. I wish he would have won that championship because I wouldn't have to scream and yell. Even if Brooks's commentary is a little subject to hyperbole, listen, I applaud. And Brooks obviously was his coach in OKC. I applaud anything that's a little over the top when it comes to Russ, because I think he's judged too much by wins and losses when it's been a lot of circumstance and talent around him. By the way, the Wizards are on fire. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the play-in, as we predicted at the beginning of the season. Yes, Russell Westbrook is very much underappreciated. I love watching Russ play ball.